YouTube, what the crap's going on? I am live. Do need to tab out and take care of just a couple things as per usual. Just got to make sure my streaming software is in the right place where I can see it in case we start having issues. And then same thing with the chat. Got to be able to see that chat. What's going on, folks? Gonna try and do some online battles. I know it is not early in the morning for me. I think it's 9 a.m. roughly, U.S. Central. But I'm still trying to wake up. Whenever you have to wake up in the middle of the night because of a little kid, it makes you more tired than you should be otherwise. How are you all doing this morning? Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. You got lots of fun stuff planned, maybe lots of gaming, plenty of Warhammer time, or whatever else it is, game that you're hoping to get into today. I tried to do this stream a little earlier because I know that sometimes when I stream in the evening, my time, it's like crazy early in the morning for folks in Europe. And honestly, I've never really looked at the clock to see what it's like in, say, like Japan, China, Australia, any of the other countries on that side of the world. So yeah, I'm trying to just switch it up a little bit so people have a better chance of joining. I intend for today to be Karl Franz Day, just for fun. I don't even know if he's any good right now in the current state of the game, but we're certainly going to be trying it. Let's see who we're going to go up against. The Greenskins. Just thinking about, well, you know, we could take a Jade Wizard and we could just heal Mr. Karl Franz here. Let's see. Don't need no explosion. I do like the replenishment. Armor for 27 seconds. I mean, could be good. Weapon damage. Physical resistance. That could be nice. Let's just simplify it with just healing for this guy. Still pretty expensive as a wizard. Just throw a damage resistance in there. Might be helpful for Karl. And let's see, do I want any more heroes? Do I want any more heroes? I don't know. I'm just going to get a couple great swords. Steam tank might be fun. It's a heck of a lot of money, though. It's the map. It's decent line of sight here. Let's try a steam tank for fun. Actually, I'm not sure I want the steam tank. Let's just do some demigryph knights with halberds. Center, a couple of these guys. What do I do with my money left? Should I get another great sword maybe? Got a little bit of skirmishing. I don't have any long range. Do I want any long range here? I don't think so. Let's grab another one of these guys. Another spear. There we go. Good enough. We'll give it a shot. I don't have a lot of heroes in this army, and sometimes the Greenskins come pretty tanked in terms of heroes, kind of like I did the other day where I had a giant and then Grimgor and all this other stuff, so I could be in a bit of trouble if I face up against one of those, but my idea is use the wizard to heal Karl Franz to make him that much more potent. He's got a lot of his abilities where he can cause a lot of AP damage, a little bit of skirmishing in case I come up against a spider or a giant, and then the demigryph knights with halberds are there to hold down the flanks, honestly. So great sword core will be decent. We'll probably get flattened by black orcs. Other downside to the great swords is that they don't have a shield. So we'll see. I'm trying to think how I want to deploy here. Let's put one spear on each flank. And then keep our demigryph knights back here. It's going to be pretty important that we keep our skirmishers safe in the event that he has units that can break through my lines. Put this guy back here. Alright, so we got quite a while before the Rune Fang and a couple other things are up, so I may try and deploy quite a ways away from my opponent. Let's tighten up this deployment just a bit. Because I want my Rune Fang to be of use during combat, and I don't want to have to wait a long time for it and potentially risk Karl getting killed without being able to use it when I spent the money on it. Okay, so I got my infantry line selected.
Ready for war, sir. Battle wizards.
Hard group, this guy is back there. Okay. I don't know if these groups are exactly what I want, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, my opponent's ready. Let's see what he's got. He does have artillery, so I'm kind of happy that I deployed back. This will give me a minute to kind of...
Take the ground.
He's got the Hammer of Gork. Couple trolls, couple black orcs. So my cavalry is definitely superior here, but he's got big guns supporting boar big guns. But he doesn't have like a hero core here. All he's got is this Night Goblin War Boss on his squig. I say all he's got. I'm not really sure how that fares against Karl. Could be pretty good. I'm gonna kind of slowly move up. Let's watch the range. Looks like his range is kind of somewhere towards the top of that hill.
Yes, General. Quick march. Ready. Go. Ready.
Is he gonna try and use his Goblin Wolf Archers on me? These guys do have armor piercing, so I'd rather not catch too much of their shots. The trolls are kind of a nice touch here. I can definitely take them out, but they might be able to do a lot of damage to this particular army. His two black orcs will do pretty well, I think, up against my greatswords with the support of the other infantry and the trolls. And my Demigryph Knights easily have him outclassed here, but it's a matter of whether or not this is going to be... Let's just put these guys out here to drive these guys off.
The command is mine. Pick them off.
His artillery will certainly get some work done. I'm gonna have to try and use fear to my advantage. It won't use on the black orcs, or it won't work on the black orcs, but it'll work on everything else.
Missiles at the ready. Moving now. What? Heading out. Sigma calls.
I've got to get my guys lined up. Right now they're out of line. Already targeted down one of my great swords to a decent degree. His mangy marauders are shooting at my spearmen right now, which is not a great target. Now he's switched over to a great sword, which is a much better target. Yeah, one of my great swords is basically dead before the combat begins, which is... And he's just got a really nice hit on another one. Okay, he's got some Gobos blocking the charge. Probably a good choice, but I'm gonna try and get in here and terrorize some of his guys a little real quick. I'm gonna start targeting the trolls. Keep the unit back. Okay, we got his big guns busy. I'm gonna swing around here. Karl Franz should be helping me to terrorize this stuff. He did. I'm gonna try and terrorize this other blob here. He's got a breakthrough already. Why did my handgunners come all the way up here into combat? Maybe I clicked the wrong order. Let's engage that. I think we're gonna help break up some of this stuff here. His trolls have gotten through. Let's see if we can shoot him down.
My subjects call. Quick march. Go.
I cleaned up his cavalry over there. Gonna clean up another cav unit. We're gonna need to keep my cavalry alive to the late game to have any kind of chance here, and my wizards. So let's back up and play it safe. Okay, Karl. Let's maybe try and put some hits on his leader. Let's get my Demigryph Knights back to safety because my infantry's getting eaten alive, as expected. Kind of need my. He's running away from me over here with his leader, and he should, because Karl Franz is going to put a big hurt on him. And if I can keep my Demigryph Knights and Karl Franz alive to help heal with the kind of regroup here. We took his leader off the field. Let's kill him. Let my guys kind of finish up some of these fights. We gotta bring down these routing trolls. Save your ammo. Get back here. Kind of regrouping. Let's get out of this fight before the Orc Biggins get there. Okay, clean these guys up. Demigryph Knights will help chew these guys. Those guys were routed and they got into the middle of my gunners. That was kind of weird. Let's get these trolls. Like I said, we can afford to let some of these fights kind of just go on for a minute. Let's finish routing those Orc boys. Let's go ahead and heal Franz. Cleaned up those trolls. We still got a lot of work to do. But if we can get over here and maybe clean up his lord. Again, we're just going to kind of fall back with units to create a second line. Demigryph Knights to support. We got some trolls back up over here. Let's keep our Demigryph Knights away from this at the moment. Just let Karl do this work. Those guys are out of ammo, so let's charge them. Terrorize them. Okay, let's make sure I'm not misplaying anything back here. This is going to be kind of close because of the way I have to finish this. Because my infantry line got shredded so hard. Let's fall back. His lord keeps coming back, which is pretty irritating. Let's try and terrorize some more of these guys. Actually, his lord just came back, so let's hit him with a charge real quick. This is just fall back and play the retreat and fight later game. Which I sometimes hate doing to people, but this time it's kind of a necessity. His lord's dead, so his leadership level is going to start dropping. And I can heal Karl Franz to a pretty significant extent at this point. Terrorize some of these. Just get Karl back over here. We're going to need his help. That's an Orc Biggin, actually, so don't charge them. Let's pull all these units back. Get my Demigryph Knights back. Okay, once I get Karl over here, we can start terrorizing out some of these units. I'm getting outrun over here, so I'm going to have to turn and take that fight. It's kind of weird. Some of the Orc units aren't real fast, so kind of surprised to see my guys get caught. All he can do is charge me now. See if we can put a quick terror hit on some of these biggins. Put the Demigryph Knights across here. Yeah, he wants to engage me with the black orcs. I don't want any part of that. See if we can get out on this side of the engagement. And then if we can put a hit on this group with the Demigryph Knights, and then start healing Karl. Again, we can't, the big problem here is that we can't terrorize the black orcs. So they are the concern. But we can terrorize the big uns. Try and do some extra damage here. Start shooting these black orcs and then intercept them so we can focus on this pocket. And we should be able to wrap up between the Demigryphs, our wizard. There we go. So starts off looking pretty bad because of how badly the orc infantry trasped me, but we can turn this around in a big hurry with leadership. There you go, Karl Franz, the Emperor, pulling out a Pyrrhic victory for his men. Start off the day. We were honestly a little bit lucky that his composition allowed that. He just didn't have the cavalry to get to me late game. So, good game to my opponent. Let's grab another one real quick. Any questions in the chat while I'm popping in another game? Let me know. Try and answer the questions for you. Otherwise, I don't know why. I just decided Karl Franz would be kind of fun today. And I guess depending on who my opponent picks, like I'll have to determine what type of army I want to bring with him. The Empire's got a lot of options, but I kind of like having the Jade Wizard there to heal him, because he's a pretty powerful character. If he's got like all those different weapon boost things, and I even forgot that scroll of shielding that I had with my wizard. So Tooth Silver wants to know why I don't go on Twitch. I might one day. Someone stole my name on Twitch, and so I need to go take care of that, but I haven't yet. So, and then I don't know. Like, I like YouTube. This is where all my viewers and all my traffic are at. I like some of the features that Twitch has, like in terms of being creator friendly, like in helping them get tips and subscriptions and all that other kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. But in some ways, like, I kind of like some of the stuff on YouTube better. Let's think about the old dwarfs that we're going to be up against here. Waldenhof, I can't remember this map real well. Can you have more Rome 2 battles? I'll be doing Rome 2 battles from time to time. Blue Cyndaquil. So yeah, I'll be doing Rome 2 battles. Scripps asked if I've ever been to New Zealand. I have not ever been to New Zealand. It's kind of on the other side of the world, so haven't been there. I'm thinking against the dwarfs, I mean, they could have artillery, but what if I bring Karl, and then if we bring a Jane Wizard to heal the tank and Franz, we should be in extremely good shape. I think those are the spells I want. They are. Let's go ahead and bring that scroll of shielding. Could be helpful, because you don't want to do like magical damage per se against the dwarves. But I need plenty of great swords to try and do well against their infantry. A couple of guns. It's going to leave me with not as much money as I want. I'm a little bit short of getting a second Empire Knight, which I kind of feel like I need here. So let's drop one great sword, grab the Empire Knight, take a couple of spears just to fill in some numbers. Throw the upgrades there, so don't have any. Yeah, this should be good. I think we'll be okay, depending on the dwarf build. Oh, yeah, Karl should be on his mount if he costs that much, so we should be good. Redo the triple tank army? Nah, I don't know if that's a good idea, Zax. An all-tank army with the Jade Wizard is kind of rude, for sure, but it might work if you can heal him enough. Yeah, that'd be a real annoyance. Bunch of tanks with a Jade Wizard. Juan asked how old is Meniere. There's two little heirs. One is about 2.5 and the other one is a little over 2 months old. So that's their age. Why no Luminarch? The dwarves have magic resistance. I could bring a Luminarch, but I don't think it's going to be super useful. I mean, they can shoot into the side of a big infantry fight or something like that. But yeah, I think the dwarves have a pretty sturdy magic resistance, especially if they bring a Rune Lord. Justin's asking for Balthasar Gelt. You're on the wrong stream. This is a Karl Franz stream. I already did a Balthasar stream and it was horrible. Alright, looks like it's about to load up. Did they buff the dwarves because they weren't that bad? I actually thought the dwarves were pretty bad when the game came out. What Tooth Silver is saying, so I thought the dwarves were pretty awful when the game was first out, and they are actually considerably better at this point. Like, quite a lot better.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
I know the spearmen aren't like of particularly great use against the dwarves. I just bring them because of numbers. Like, sometimes you just need an infantry unit to hold down an enemy. So that's really my main purpose there. It'd be interesting to see whether or not they've got artillery, and if so, what kind of artillery.
Ready for war. Spearmen.
That's actually kind of, I don't know what I want to set my infantry up like. I'm just going to group these guys real quick just to get them out of my way. We'll go group 2 with my skirmishers. I kind of want some cavalry on both flanks. Let's make them 3 and 4. Kind of used to having Franz at 5.
That's an order.
I don't know if this makes it a whole lot easier to select because it's so many numbers, but at least I'll see them quicker down there. If the dwarves have a cannon, I'll have to be a little bit careful. They very well could have a cannon. If they did not bring artillery, then I feel like we can put a pretty massive hurt on them with the steam tank. They do have some type of artillery plus a gyrocopter. Let's back up with our guns. They have 2 cannons. Okay. Yeah, I don't want my guns to get shot to death, so I'm just going to back up. What's the range on those cannons? Let's back up and force them to move. Dwarven artillery does not usually like moving. Let's get these guys hidden in the woods. Did I put the Jade Wizard on a horsey? Yes, thank goodness. Let's move him over this way. Just a standard gyrocopter. If he doesn't kite me properly, I can easily kill him with Franz, but he might try and target me down with cannons at the same time. Let's make it look like we're running away. We'll keep an eye on whether or not he moves up his cannons, because right now he's out of range. Here we go. Let's use our speed thing, see if we can catch him. He's got 2 gyros. Let's try and kill some of his... Ooh, catch him. Catch him, Karl. I got it in 1 hit, but it's probably not worth getting cannon shot to death. We can maybe make his cannons waste a considerable portion of their ammo here, too. By trying to jink and dodge all around his cannons. If we put these guys in the forest, we'll get some protection from his cannons and be able to provide some... Alright, I'm going to start working on his... These are both standard gyrocopters, so they shouldn't do any significant damage with just steam guns. Same thing with just their steam gun against Karl. This is mostly like an ammo-wasting exercise, I think, at this point. Because I should be able to quickly heal back anything that he throws down on me here. Yeah, you can see we're making him spend a decent amount of ammo. I'm going to start working on his skirmishers a little. We're going to take a few hits here and there. No 2 ways around that. I can use my guns in this forest to protect Karl and keep them hidden from the cannon. And then I'm going to let my steam tank do some work here.
Formation, march! Take the ground!
We got 17 kills now.
Yes!
He continues to fire it. No, he's firing at the steam tank now, so I'll have to watch it. He doesn't have a lot of guards back here on his... Well, I mean, he does have guns and stuff, so we'll have to be a little bit careful, but we might be able to, since he's aiming at my tank, I might be able to swing some cav around and make him switch his target, and then he'll have too many targets. But this is definitely taking some ammo off his cannons and depriving him of some much-needed kills. Let's get on the move here, because this will force him to try and guard his artillery more, and then that actually should allow my infantry to come up. I don't want to get in too much of a hurry. He's chasing me with a gyrocopter. What's he got back here? Longbeards with great weapons. Okay, he's bringing guns back. Let's avoid the guns. Like I said, this will kind of give me an opportunity to do some more harassing.
Ready? Ready!
Okay, I've caught his gyrocopters back here, so that's a big mistake.
Spearmen! Stay troops for the Emperor! No lingering! No lingering! For the comet! Ready! The ground quakes!
Let's get Franz out of here. I don't know if he's paying attention to this other flank now. He's got a lot of guns back here, so this is kind of a bit risky. We're going to have to keep an eye on his attention. Let's pull back from that side. All I need is kind of a quick charge, though, to shut down a whole bunch of his activity here. Yeah, I don't know if he's seen this charge coming in from the other side, so I think we're going to catch him unawares here. All of his attention appears to be focused on my tank, which I can simply keep healing. Okay, I got one of his cannons. This ought to give Franz a chance to come in and do some more work. I'm going to try and get the other cannon. Might as well while I'm in here. He's got iron breakers, so I'm going to give them a little attention. Oh, he's turned around to hit Karl here. That's not good. Yeah, this is too risky because he's got too many guns here. That was not a good decision. If he doesn't turn his other guns around, though, it'll be okay. I'm going to take out his miners piecemeal because he's letting me. Got to get Karl out of here. I'm going to bring him back and heal him. Ooh, if we can get him out of here. Holy crap, that's getting dangerous. Let's fly right over the top of his guys. Put some pressure up. Yeah, so not all my moves have been real great here. Okay, got a good quick charge in there. Let's get back out of here. We got to get Karl out of here and over to the Jade Wizard for some healing. He's let me kill his gyrocopter because of some mismanagement. Let's actually pull our infantry back just a smidge. Whew, you better get back here, Karl. You're getting a little bit roasty. Kill his miners. Okay, so we've gotten some work done on his artillery. The tank has 83 kills. The tank is in pretty healthy shape. We just got to stay outside of his quarreler range. And this greatsword's picked up 110 kills off of miners and other stuff like that.
Ready for war.
I'm not worried about his infantry at this point, so I'm going to try and put some hurt on his other units. I'm going to try and get that Longbeard with great weapon. It does have charge defense against large now, though.
Great sword. Yes, General. Yes, sir.
Bring my tank over here. Alright, his guns aren't facing the right direction, so I'm going to try and take advantage of that. Man, Karl got lit up back there. Okay, that was not smart then. This was not worth it. That was not worth it.
Great swords!
Push up these units, keep my guns back at a distance. Karl has been healed a little.
The Empire! For the Emperor!
Push this over here. Continue to do some damage with the... I'm going to take the steam tank all the way to the flank.
No lingering!
Let's back up a little bit. We need to get all my units just outside his range so that we can gather up for the appropriate charge. And then I'll have cavalry to support because I don't want to get ahead of myself here. So yeah, we're going to hold just outside of his range. Okay, steam tank. I want it on its flank, so as the cannon shots come in, it's more likely to do more damage. I don't think he knows that his cannon has come back from routing in the back. Okay, that's a much better angle. So I should get more kills with it from that angle. Is he aiming for my... Yeah, he's trying to get to my cavalry. That'll give my guns an option to move up on him. If he's gonna give me piecemeal engagements like this, I'm gonna take him. Because see how it's like he's desperately trying to get to my knights. So I'm gonna use that opportunity to push my handgunners into range. So I'm gonna use them as bait. They're just outside of his range and it's gonna give me nice clean shots. And then my tank is over here working his flank, racking up some nice kills. His artillery could have remounted, but he hasn't. Okay. I think we're probably in good shape to charge since we've gotten enough of his guys distracted. Let's get out of that range. I don't know if he'll catch some of this. Let's just move in. I'm going to take my great swords. And let's finish off his infantry. Probably use one to finish off all his infantry and then push around him. We definitely got him where we want him here. Let's bring the steam tank in for the terror. Try and put some quick charges in here. Tank. I'm hoping that we can break the leadership of these guys. Let's bring the great swords in to pin their leader. And let's use the combination of cavalry and spears to push this flank. Okay. Just start firing into that flank. Jade Wizard, get up here. Franz can get back down. Take that charge, sandwich these guys, cavalry into the guns, steam tank to the center. Oh wow, we just did huge damage to Thorgrim on the charge. So here's the grudges being written against Air for pulling apart the Dawi army. Someone talking to Lionheart? Was Lionheart in the chat? If Lionheart was in the chat, then hello Lionheart. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, that was my opponent, I think, let me pick him apart too much there. His iron breakers did nothing. The cannons wasted a lot of ammo on Karl, and then the steam tank, just look at that triple chevron over here. Triple chevron. So steam tank, you know, if a dwarf player doesn't know how to counter it right, it can definitely be a big problem. Let's see. I'm gonna try and find another match. Again, questions if you have any, hit me up. Gotta check the time here, make sure that I keep on Mrs. Air's schedule for me. I think I'm good. Got about 25 minutes of streaming left. Switch over to the Empire. It seems like Karl with the Jade Wizard, and of course I'm sure there's ways to stop this, and I'm not coming real hero heavy, so like if you came up against like a Chaos build with several Manticore, or like this Bretonnian build where there might be more flyers in the area, it could be a little more dangerous. Greenskins again. Let's prepare the Emperor for combat. I think I'm going to keep rocking the Jade Wizard here. He definitely seems to be the right combination. And on the horse seems to be, you know, a nice little bit of money savings. Honestly, I haven't even been using the other healing spell, but just in case I were to need some extra healing, I'm going to throw it on there because I don't, and I keep forgetting to use my Scroll of Shielding, but I'm going to throw it in there anyway. Let's see, so last time we got face rolled by Greenskin Infantry. Thinking about maybe reducing great swords, and let's go to like a Tattersoul and Sigmar's Sons, because these guys will hold longer and it should save me a little bit of money. I'm thinking like 2 units of handgunners. Do we try the steam tank against the Greenskins? It's the same map we just played on, and it was a pretty good map for the steam tank. The Greenskins are just a lot more mobile. I don't know, I feel more comfortable bringing... Wow, that one causes terror. That might be worth it against the Greenskins. A little bit of extra cash, but could definitely be useful. So I've only got a little bit of money left, 800. So my infantry can hold out longer. I still got the demigryphs, which are going to pose a big threat. Let's probably just grab the spearmen with shields because the funding fits. So my infantry's a little bit better this time. Everybody set up right. Let's hit the battle. I've already got a lot of terror here because of Franz and the Altdorf Griffites. So I've got 2 terror units. We should be good. The steam tank is quite good for terror against the Greenskins, though. Someone was pointing that out in the comments, like bring the steam tank for terror. It is. It can be quite good for terror against the Greenskins, but you also got to watch out because it can get mobbed up by their cavalry and other stuff because you got to spend so much money on it. And then, yeah, Franz is a terror unit as well. So yeah, any Griffin, I believe, causes terror. So this time I deploy on the opposite side of the map. I definitely want to get Franz his key items ready to go. I'm going to have my main infantry line here.
Swordsman!
Let's roll those guys in group 2. Let's actually go ahead and throw the spears.
We are ready! Back to your command!
Just to make them easier to move for now. Altdorf Griffites on the right.
Ready for war! Emperor's might!
Oh, it's gonna be weird not having... There. Alright. I think we're ready. I just want time to assess the Greenskin army. That's why I'm deploying far back here. I'm not planning on camping. And then if they have artillery, it gives me a chance to not start right in the line of their artillery fire and then have to charge. So that's why I'm deploying back here. Plus, there's one other reason, which is this Reichland Runefang has a 135-second cooldown, 90-second, 45. See all these special items that I brought and paid a lot of money for? They have a lot of cooldown. So I find it, you know, kind of necessary to take care of this. Let's see. So yeah, see, so he's camped up here with artillery, wanting me to have to charge into his line, and by deploying back, I've kind of taken that away. Another, so Grimgor this time. But Grimgor doesn't have a lot of support that I can see. I can see 2 big uns back here, 3 big uns, maybe a 4th hidden there. A couple of boys up front. Wonder if he's paying. Yeah, he's moved his Wolf Riders. Alright, let's go ahead and move up. So like I said, not the objective to camp here. The objective is just to give me time to walk forward and get my cooldowns completed. So I'm not going to make my opponent move all the way across the map. Keep an eye on the artillery range. Ah, there's the rest of his money right there. And he does have 4 big uns. So we're going to have to pick off Grimgor. And he's got a skirmish advantage, kind of. I mean, his Goblin Archers are outranged by my guns, but they do have an arc of fire. I have a massive advantage to cavalry,
At speed.
and I should be able to do some pretty solid damage to him. And I can run the Jade Wizard close to Karl since there's nothing else to protect him. I really don't want to attack him up that hill, so I am going to kind of sit back and try and force him off the hill. Because attacking uphill into all that infantry would be far less than ideal. So I'm going to try and get him to move his rock lobber up.
For the Empire! On way! To battle! Yes!
So I'm not saying this to be mean or anything, I'm just going to talk tactics here. So when you bring an artillery piece and you're sitting on a hill and your opponent deploys out of range and then isn't willing to move into range, bringing the artillery in my mind doesn't give you the right to just sit there and think that, well, my opponent has to attack me, I brought artillery. That's one of the dangers of bringing artillery, right? What if your opponent doesn't walk right into your cone of fire? What are you going to do? You have to move it. And that's the whole idea, right? I want to make you move it so that you have to protect it, so that you have to be busy moving it and stuff like that. So it's me playing against that strength. So if you're going to take the strength of having long range and you want to use it to force me into combat, then you may also have to figure out how to protect it and how to move it. So that's the idea there. Someone's asking if this stream is Sigmar approved. Yes, this is Sigmar approved. For sure. Karl Franz all the way. For Sigmar. So my gunners could do a lot of damage to his black orcs if we can get rid of the archers. He does have a lot of big uns. The big uns are going to have to be engaged and destroyed. It's going to be easier said than done. 3 black orcs right now is a pretty significant issue because they would one-on-one defeat my great swords. They would defeat the Tattersouls. They'd defeat Sigmar's sons. So they're going to need support from Franz, but Franz can't terrorize black orcs. But some rear charges from cavalry could potentially do some massive damage to the black orcs. But again, we've got the big uns who can protect the back line. So if I were my opponent, I would try and force an engagement, use the orc boys to meat shield a little. He is firing. I'm going to pull back a little bit more, force him off. I don't know what he's firing at. There's his arc of fire, so he would have just been firing at my guns or my infantry. I don't really have any units that I'm super willing to sacrifice here. I'm going to split up a little bit. See, I'm going to try and force him up the hill, basically let him know that he can't just sit back and break out the campfire songs here, that I'm quite aware, and I don't intend to just walk right into the middle of his artillery and straight up into his infantry line and archers. See the defended position there, so yeah, just not going to attack it. Rock lobber is just on the outside edge of its range, so I'm going to pull back and make it move. And we are pulling it forward. That's the idea. Just kind of keep pulling it forward. And once I get him down off that hill, then I can rush him. Try and surround him. So let's keep an eye on the outside range. Let's maybe swing back over here with our infantry. Again, I just want to move. Kind of force my opponent to have to reposition a lot would be good. Try and hope for some.
My subjects call. Take position.
How much ammo does the rock lobber have? 20. Because if I could get the rock lobber out of ammo, then my gunners have range and they have armor piercing to do significant damage to his black orcs who don't have shields.
Show us the foe.
I could try and rotate up into the hills. It's gonna take a long time to move there. Okay, he's got some extra wolf riders hidden here, so he's had to show his hand. There's definitely still a few things I'm worried about with his army. It's gonna depend on how he plays it. Grimgore's not gonna be an easy knockout. Let's just keep moving up the hill, maybe. Try and reverse positions. Rock lobber's only got 2 kills, but it still has a significant amount of ammo left. And I'm kind of exposing my flank too, which isn't good. Because if it gets a hit, it's usually a little more damaging. I wonder if he'd be foolish enough to take this Wolf Rider engagement. I would think not, but he could be. I'm going to keep pushing up this hill. I'm going to try and flip the terrain table on him since he's tied to an artillery piece. Let's see if he pays attention to his goblins. Try and piecemeal some small victories together. I've only got 13 minutes too, so we are going to have to win in the allotted time frame. And I don't want to force a draw. He's going to run away from me here, but I don't think he can get away forever. He can kite me for quite a long race, and I don't want to get these guys that far away from the battle. I'm going to keep testing to just make sure he's paying attention with his Wolf Riders. So far, he has been. This gets him a much less significant hill position if I attack from this angle. What's he doing? 16 ammo. He's firing at Sigmar's sons, which is odd. Just keep our Demigryph Knights out here and let them rest. Make sure we don't waste their vigor. The Wolf Riders are no significant danger to them. We could terrorize these biggins if I hit them quickly with Karl. He's getting some significant damage done on Sigmar's sons, which I'm not real thrilled about. Might use my handgunners a bit here. I'm almost into the position I want to be. Okay, we've got his Wolf Riders split up like all over the place. Though he can just wait and try and come after my handgunners after the battle begins. I'm gonna get some damage done with the handgunners. His bows are outranged by my handgunners. But I'm gonna try and pull him down off that hill a little.
To battle!
He's gonna try and push his archers up. Alright, hidden units. So we had a unit of Night Goblins in there.
For the Emperor!
Okay. Let's keep our Jade Wizard back here. Get Karl. Okay, now I'm gonna push forward, but my handgunners have to stay at a safe distance. Let's get Karl down here.
For the Emperor! Sir! Steer me! Ready! Yes, General! Ready! Fire! Fire! Sir!
Night Goblin Shaman. Have to watch out for that.
Handgunners! Karl Franz!
Got a nice rear charge here on the Orc boys. Let's get out of there before it becomes an issue.
Sigma calls! Yes,
Just keep the Black Orcs busy. Move in up here.
My subjects call! That's an order! For the Emperor! Fire! Fire! The hammer!
Let's get out of here. That's not the place I want to be.
Sir!
Woo! That Grimgore.
To battle! Ready? Let the war
Let's rear charge that black orc real quick.
To me, men! Yes, General! Ready!
Let's go back here and get some of his guys.
Our orders? Yes, sir! Quickly! Sigma!
Get our Altdorf Griffites out of there. We got a decent rear charge here, but now we're being...
Taking position!
I was about to get rid of those black orcs, but I've got to get my Demigryph Knights out of there. That's a little bit dangerous. My guns are getting some significant damage done on Grimmigore. Let's give him a quick charge with Franz. See if we can get him out of here. Let's keep moving. Put a quick charge down here. Fall back. Stay away from some of these engagements that I don't want. Or big ones. Yeah, let's get away from the big ones. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, he's chasing me all over the place, and he's somewhat succeeding. I need to get rid of Grimgore. Let's get rid of these pursuing infantry real quick. Got my Demigryph Knights out of there. Let's get my Jade Wizard away from this. Doesn't work big on units, so I really don't want to be engaged with them for too terribly long. Let's try and sandwich this Black Orc, and I gotta take Grimgore out of the fight. He's fallen back here to hide in a group of biggins. I'm actually gonna leave Grimgore alone for a minute, I think. Try and get rid of a few of these guys real quick. Let's try and come terrorize some of these units off the battlefield. We got rid of a Black Orc, so that's a big win. Let's get out of here. Once again, got chewed up by the Greenskin infantry, kind of as expected. We got a pursuing orc biggin over here and another one here. We should be able to terrorize the biggin. Let's kind of hit it in the back real quick because there's not a ton of leadership support around here. We're gonna have to get rid of it pretty quick. Jade Wizard's still around. Get him up here. This is not looking great for me, though, to be honest. I don't think I have enough infantry left to pull this one off. Let's get my cavalry out of here. Yeah, my handgunners are off the field, so that's a problem.
Restless. Ready?
Yeah, not good. Not good. I think we've botched this one. Let's keep our Jade Wizard safe. If we're gonna have a chance, it's him.
Moving now. Formation march.
Unfortunately, that hit did not bring down Grimgore. And I'm running out of things to use against the Greenskins here. I need these two infantry units to kind of provide a little bit of cover for my Jade Wizard. We're gonna have to take the big man Black Orc off the field. I don't know if I have enough time to get this done. Okay, here we go, right over here. Let's get rid of these Wolf Riders because he's gonna try and get my Jade Wizard. Okay, yeah, he's not going to take that engagement. My opponent's playing pretty smart here. He's basically face-rolled me here, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it at the moment. I can try and kill Grimgore, but he's not going down as easily as I'd like. Should have used his wolf riders to pin me down there, so that was a miss.
What? Yes.
Now he's chasing me even though I'm in the air. Get rid of these black orcs. I'm gonna need my Demigryph Knights back over here. If I could kill Grimgor, it is possible I might be able to break the leadership of this army, but it's not likely.
Yes, General. For the twin-tailed comet.
Let's just attack him. Take the honorable route here and attack him.
To me, man.
We may lose my Jade Wizards at any moment, so let's get a healing spell up.
My subjects call. Obey. Sir. This is my command. Formation.
We just bumped Grimgor out of that big blob. I need another heal out of my Jade Wizard. For some reason why is Karl out of crap. Misclicked the heal.
Yes, my lord. For the Empire.
Yeah, I don't think we can win.
See to it. Attack.
But I can try and spread some terror here.
Whoa.
Whether or not it works is a different story, but
Very well. Take the ground. Formation. March. At speed.
taking a lot of damage. Like, there we go.
Ready.
Just having trouble targeting the healing on Franz.
Will not stand idle. For hell and hammer. Sigma preservers. Sigma calls.
He's got me where he wants me, though.
Yes. Moving. Take position. Ah! No lingering. What?
There's no way we can actually get rid of all of his units here. I don't have like any Demigryph Knights left, so I knew his army was going to be a bit of a problem when I saw it, and I was right. So if I had a chance here, I didn't play that chance properly.
Moving now.
I got a scroll of shielding.
Ready to battle. See to
I can at least try and do as much damage as the Emperor can do. For Sigmar, not quite. GG. Good job. Should have healed the chickens. I mean, I could have tried to heal the Demigryph Knights, but they got caught in infantry blobs for too long. See, the problem with that battle was my Demigryph Knights, they're meant to take down biggins really well, like boar biggins. And my opponent here made a shift, which was, hey, I'll just bring 2 units of infantry. And Demigryph Knights can't do a whole lot about this because there's going to be so much damage done to them, even if they defeat the units of infantry. And then the problem is I have to deal with the Black Orcs in the middle. So I like it. You know, I think it's a decent choice. And then Grimgor, I mean, you saw how quickly he got damaged by my gunners and other stuff like that. But again, he's tough. Like, the guy's not going to go down super quick. And it's just the numbers here that start to make this a very dangerous game for the Empire. And you can see that it worked, right? He was able to overwhelm me with numbers. And even though I had Demigryph Knights, which is a definite cavalry advantage, I couldn't keep up with the numbers of orc units, and so he was able to get to my gunner. So I feel like that's definitely one of the reasons why this was going to be challenging for me. If I would have gone with maybe a higher numbers army here, like so the Demigryph Knights are 1,500 each, maybe I would have tried to go with like 2 Empire Knights or something like that. Could have done more damage, but then it's more to manage. Definitely more to manage. So a more skirmish heavy army may have been better here. The steam tank actually would have been extremely useful. So whoever told me to take the steam tank here, I think the steam tank could have broken up this army pretty hard. Because all he has is the Goblobber, or this Rocklobber. It can't do anything versus the steam tank. And the steam tank would have been able to sit out there all day just shooting orc units and be healed, and it would have caused terror and all that other stuff. So I definitely feel like the steam tank probably would have been the better pick there. based on the army that he brought. So anyway, I'm out of time for today. So what did we go? We went 3-1, something like that, or did I get 4 battles in? I thought I got 4 battles in. 3-1, not too bad for today. Karl Franz definitely seems viable if you're healing him, but again, there's going to be builds out there that can beat him, just like that one did. So it's... Let's check out the leaderboards here right now. Where am I at? Am I doing any better? Still way down here. 854. At one point, I was like all the way up, like I think under 500, but yeah. I don't really play enough games, and probably not well enough in those games to get myself ranked up any higher. But it was fun. Yeah, the steam tank Callum, it was definitely the better choice in that battle once I've seen my opponent's army. Because the steam tank has the range, it has a crap load of ammo, you can do a huge amount of damage. He didn't have any cavalry to challenge it, like wolf riders aren't going to do anything to it. His archers are too short range and they're not armor piercing. I had a Jade Wizard to heal it. Steam tank would have done immense damage to his army. I could have sat at a nice flank shot and picked off Black Orcs or Biggins or anything else that I wanted to. So definitely feel like the steam tank. Praetorian Guard says that may my breakfast be better than the last battle. Thanks, Praetorian Guard, it will be. The last battle was fine. When you lose a battle, you learn from it. Wow, we had a lot of people here this morning. Crap, we had like 1,000 people live. Well, hey, I'm honored. Thank you. That's extremely gracious of all of you to come join me. I'll be doing more streams again. It's not going to be perfect, but right now my stream schedule is this, if you all want to hear it. So the stream schedule is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. This Thursday I wasn't able to stream because I had company. And actually Tuesdays, I'm probably going to have to switch that one because I have an obligation with some local a charity group I'm working with on Tuesdays. So Tuesday is probably out. But Thursday and Saturday for sure. Thursday will be evening my time, so like 7:30ish U.S. Central Time. So that's 1930 hours U.S. Central Time. And then Saturday, I will probably either do it in the morning this time, which is about 0900 U.S. Central, or I may do it around 1300 hours or 1330 U.S. Central. So keep an eye out. I'm going to schedule them like a day in advance roughly because that's when I'll know I can be here. And I'll figure out if I want to move the Tuesday stream to another day for whatever reason. But yeah, anyway, so that's what I'm working on in terms of schedule. If I can ever get it set in stone, I will. But the reason why I don't schedule them like a week ahead of time or anything like that is just because it's quite likely my schedule will change up. But appreciate you joining. Y'all are fantastic. Appreciated having you here. Appreciate MSI for sponsoring the build that I'm recording this with. I have some cool stuff to show you all soon, by the way. I have a new mouse that is pretty sweet. It's a Logitech G900 Chaos Spectrum. I'm going to make a video on that. And then I just recently got an MSI notebook for recording on the road that is incredible. And I'll review that for you all too and show it to you. Part of the reason I'm able to get these things is because of your views and your support. And it's very much appreciated. And then there's those who donate to me on Patreon. And I'm going to have a plan for Patreon, by the way, too. So I am working on like a reward system and stuff for those who are donating on there and some ways to make that more fun for you. But again, those people play a big role as well. But all of you do appreciate it. That helps me record videos for you, and it's fun, and it's much appreciated. So HeirofCarthage signing out for today. I'll see you all soon.